let's wait for people to come in to join. As we can see. Ooh. Yay, it's live. We can see people coming in. Wow, see many faces. Please don't be shy. Please switch on your webcam as you cook along with us. Wow.
Looks like everyone's finally made it today.
Yes, so nice to see everyone. Hello, my name is Xing Yan. I'm the founder of YoRipe. So YoRipe is Singapore's #1 cooking and baking app. With over 1,800 recipes, you will never run out of ideas to cook. So today we're going live at Payal's Home Kitchen.
Hi everyone. Hope you remember me from last time. I'm Payal from Commune Kitchen, and today we're going to be doing Thai cooking.
Yay, very excited. So we are live over Zoom, as well as YouTube and Facebook. So if you have any questions during the class, please feel free to type in the chat box, or YouTube making a comment, or Facebook. We will, of course, ask Payal here live, so that to make sure that your cooking is great. We will go through step by steps as well. If questions, and yes, please don't be shy. Really switch on your webcam so that we can see you as you cook. Okay.
All right. Shall we get started, people? Okay. So today we're doing two dishes. One of them is a Thai cucumber salad. Not very traditional. This salad is generally done with papaya or pomelo, but because cucumbers are available all year long, we're going to be using cucumbers. We are also doing a Thai spicy minced meat with green beans, and we're going to be serving that with jasmine rice. So you do need to remember to make your rice first. If you've already made your rice, give me a thumbs up. If you haven't made your rice yet, then you have to do it now like I am. So I'm going to go grab my rice. I've got some jasmine rice with me. I will do that now.
Yes. We get ready for the rice.
Okay, so we're just going to rinse the rice. I have some jasmine rice over here, and I'll start by quickly rinsing it.
Is there anything you want us to do?
Doesn't take very long. And because my rice cooker is really good, it only takes up the same amount of water as my rice. Just get rid of all that excess starch quickly. Give it one more quick rinse, and I will add just about the same amount of water as my rice. So if you haven't done it yet, do it now. And if you have done it already, it's good. We can move on to the next step in just a minute. All right, my water is looking clear. Just going to add the same amount of water as my rice, and I shall quickly switch this on.
So here we have 2 cups of rice.
I've taken three, almost three cups of rice, because it's 6 of us eating today.
Wow.
Yeah, so here we go. All right. I'm going to place this in my rice cooker and switch it on, and I will be back in a jiffy.
So step number 1, making rice.
Okay. All right.
And today I'll be helping out as well, so I'm very excited to see what I can do.
Okay, the next step you need to do is get your minced meat out of the fridge, because it needs to come back to room temperature before you start cooking it. All right. I've got 500 grams of lamb today. If you have something else, beef, pork, or lamb, it doesn't matter. Just get it out. You only need about 500 grams, and mine is right here. I'm just going to do a quick check just to make sure it is 500 grams and the butcher hasn't given me too much, because I don't want to mess up my recipe. Yeah, it's about 500 grams. It's great. All right, so take your meat out of the fridge. Keep it on your countertop for about half an hour before we are ready to use it. And then get your ingredients out for the cucumber salad first. Yes. Okay? All right, so for the cucumber salad, you need lime, you need garlic, you need chilies. These are red chili paddies. You need some dried shrimp. If you haven't got this, it's fine. This is optional, but it does add umami to your salad dressing. I've got some roasted peanuts right here. These are Thai roasted peanuts, but any roasted peanuts should work in this recipe. Okay. And then we've got some cucumbers right here. I've got 3 large Japanese cucumbers, and I'm going to start by peeling the cucumbers and de-seeding them if necessary. Now, the reason why I say if necessary is because sometimes cucumbers don't have seeds that are big enough. If they are young seeds, we'll just use them as they are. If they're mature seeds, a little longer, then we'll take them out. Okay?
Sure.
All right, so let's do that. I've got a peeler right here. Okay. Is everyone on task? Done
Yes.
making your rice?
I see some cameras switch on and peeling cucumbers.
Okay, that's good. So we're going to finish peeling these cucumbers very quickly. And Shinyan, can I give you a job?
Yes.
Okay. So you're going to take a paring knife.
Yes.
Okay. And you're going to halve my cucumber lengthways like this.
Okay.
All right. And we're going to check how many seeds we have in there.
Yes.
All right.
Let's show to the camera.
Yeah, here. All right. These are tiny, tiny seeds, and we don't really need to take them out. But if your seeds are really big, then you should take them out. Okay. So I'll peel these, and then you can check for seeds. All right.
Yes.
This one's fine, so we
Okay.
don't have to de-seed
Okay.
it.
Great. Keep them aside.
Yep. All right. Just put this here. Much easier to work when you have a bowl
因为我后面整道才不用啊，我炒饭炒好了。
rubbish.
Yes.
Yeah.
So that the countertop is clean.
Clean. Yep. Okay. Now, I much prefer using thinner Japanese cucumbers for this recipe
Yes.
because they're sweeter.
Yes.
And Malaysian cucumbers, according to me, have a strange flavor.
Mm.
Very different from English cucumbers or Japanese cucumbers.
Mm. I think this recipe either English cucumber or Japanese cucumber will do great.
Yep. Okay. All right. Here's your
Yes.
paring knife.
Gonna check the
Okay.
seed.
Continue to peel your cucumbers quickly. And like I said, if you want to use the same recipe with other vegetables like green papaya, you totally can. With green papaya, you have to peel the papaya first and then use a zigzag peeler
Mm.
to get
So the seeds are pretty small as well.
strips like noodles.
Yes.
Okay. And if you wanted to do this with pomelo, which is going to be in season soon, pomelo is a large Asian grapefruit.
Yes.
It's really nice and juicy, and when it's in season, it's sweet and sour and really juicy and beautiful.
Yes.
It works great as a snack,
Mm-hmm.
and it also works beautifully as a salad. And they will be in season very, very soon. In fact, Malaysian ones are already in season. So if you happen to be in the wet market or in the supermarket, look out for Malaysian pomelos. All right. Okay.
I'll do this.
These
How do they
are
look?
good too. So the seeds are quite small, so we're just going to leave them as they are.
Mm.
Okay, and we're going to start chopping now.
Great.
All right. So chopping pretty simple. We are going to simply
Cut off the
cut off the
two
edges.
ends. Yes.
Yeah, cut off the ends. And all of your cucumbers. I remember my granny used to do this.
Oh,
Have you seen this?
No.
Like lots of grannies in Asia do this. That's to get the bitterness out of cucumber. But cucumbers aren't bitter anymore, so we don't do this step anymore.
Okay.
Yeah. GMO. Some of the wonders of GMO. Cucumbers and brinjals. So eggplant isn't bitter anymore either.
Yes.
Okay. Cut off the ends, and then all you have to do next is cut this further. So I'm going to use my paring knife again to cut this further.
Mm.
All
So
right.
first we slice into 2 halves vertically, and then we're gonna, after cut off the 2 edges, slice it again.
Yeah. So basically, you've got 4 quarters.
Mm.
Okay. And we're going to do that with all of them. All right.
Mm.
And mine are quite curvy,
Mm.
the cucumbers, which is why I'm using a paring knife.
Yes.
If yours are straight, it's actually very easy to do it with a
Yeah.
chef's knife. Okay.
How's everyone doing?
People, you need to switch on your cameras so we can see what you're up to and if you're on task or not. All All right, so once you've gotten your quarters, you are going to slice them further diagonally
Diagonally, okay.
into about
Ooh.
1 centimeter pieces.
Sounds very crispy, like crunchy, yes.
There we go. Okay, so you've got nice long pieces there.
Yes.
Yeah.
Do you want the bowl? Or?
Yes, I will get us. We've
Alright,
got
let me
salad
get it.
bowls up there.
Yep.
Here, right here.
Okay.
Can
Thank
you
you.
reach?
Yes, I can.
Okay, all right, just one of those is fine. And cut them into
Very
1
pretty, it's like
centimeter
lotus flower.
pieces diagonally. And keep doing that. Place it in your salad bowl. And as soon as you're done, this goes into your fridge. Remember, you're not going to add your dressing now because cucumbers have tons of water in them. And if you add dressing now, all the salt in your dressing is going to sweat your cucumber
Yes.
and make it all watery.
Watery, yeah, which
Okay,
we
so-
don't want that.
Yep. And so you add your dressing just before you want to eat your salad. Okay.
Okay.
So much later.
Hmm.
Okay. Around 7:30.
Yes. When
Okay.
after we've made our
Everything
spicy
else.
minced, yes.
Yeah.
With meat, whether it's lamb, it's beef, with sweet basil.
Yes. All right. And if you're tempted to eat a bite or two, like I am right now, please do that.
Mhm.
Okay. It's a thing we do when we chop salad,
Yes.
right? Here, take one.
Okay. I will try. Very fresh.
Okay. All right. If you were to do this with pomelo, you peel your pomelo first, remove all the fiber, remove all the rind, and then you take the segments out like you would take out the segments in an orange. Okay. So you basically just use the fleshy segments and
Yes.
nothing else in a
Yeah.
pomelo.
You don't want the other fiber. Actually, pomelo is super well protected,
Yeah.
and that's why the juice is very well kept because of the thick skin.
Yeah.
And it's really in season. So interesting that it's always tied with Mid Autumn Festival, and it's
Mhm.
often eaten together with like the moon cakes.
Okay. So we've got our cucumber ready. If
Yes,
everyone's
so we
done,
Put in the fridge.
yeah, if everyone's done, take it over to the refrigerator, put it inside, and we'll move on to making the dressing.
Yes.
So that's done. Make sure you cover it up so it doesn't dry out. I'm just going to cover this up in a plate, with a plate, and we're going to move on and make the dressing now. Okay, so to make the dressing, you might need a mortar like this one here. I've got a large mortar. If you've got a smaller one from IKEA, you could just use this. I got this from Thailand many years ago. If you've got this, great. If you don't have this, a small one that looks like this will work too. Okay, so grab what you have, and we're going to start placing our ingredients in our mortar. All right, so you need some palm sugar. This is my palm sugar. It's in a block, and I'm going to start by shaving the palm sugar. All right. Okay, I need about 2 tablespoons of my palm sugar.
Which is about 30 grams.
Okay, here we go. I'm just going to use my tablespoon here. All right, make it nice and flat, and it goes into my mortar. Now, what I'm doing right now is placing all my dry ingredients in my mortar 1st.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to start pounding them
Yes.
together, and once
They're very fine. And
Yeah.
then we add
the wet ingredients,
wet ingredients.
so they don't splash everywhere. Okay,
Yes.
just going to quickly rinse my hands. Okay, sugar done. I have got some chili padi here. Now I've got red chili padi here. You can use 1, or you can use 2. If you want it extra hot, use 2. If you
Okay.
want it, hot but not overpowering,
Yes.
then use 1.
Yeah.
Just
Let's
roughly.
start with 1.
Yeah, let's start with 1. 1 is usually enough. Unless if you like it really, really hot, then you can use 2. Okay,
Yes.
and don't touch these because they are super spicy. Okay, so just scrape them using your knife.
Yep.
Okay, and place them into your mortar. All right. All right. The next thing we've got here are peanuts. I'm going to take about a quarter cup of peanuts, or 4 tablespoons. Okay, a quarter cup is about 4 tablespoons. So 1, 2, 3, and 4 flat tablespoons of my peanuts, my roasted peanuts. And then here I've got some dried shrimp. Now this is Thai dried shrimp.
Okay.
If your shrimp is slightly bigger, the Malay variety is actually slightly bigger, then you can just use that. Not a problem. And if you don't want to use this, that's also okay.
Yes.
But this does lend a lot of umami to the dish.
Umami, yes.
Yeah. So it will taste nicer if you have this. 1 and 2. If you want to add less, you can add less. But 2 is
It's
good.
like kind of a secret ingredient that really amps up the flavor.
Oh, absolutely. Yes. All right. So here I've got
All the dry ingredients. And garlic, of course.
Yeah, 1 more. 2 more actually. I've got garlic and I've got coriander to go in there too.
Okay.
Now to peel your garlic, you simply press it with the flat side of your knife,
Okay.
and it opens up very easily.
Yes.
See that?
And we remove the skin and it goes right in.
See? Straight in, done. And I've got some coriander right here. I need just about a quarter cup of coriander leaves and stems.
Finely chopped?
Yes.
Okay.
So I'm going to get rid of the root here, and the rest of it I'm just going to roughly chop.
Yes.
And that's about a quarter cup, and that goes in as well. Okay. Now with
Wow. This is
this is a very heavy one. Yeah,
Yes.
it's heavy, but it works.
The coriander smells so fresh.
It works beautifully, which is why. Everyone is now.
Can we start pounding?
Basically, all you're
I'm going
doing.
to do a zoom in too so that you can see what's happening here.
Basically, you're just bringing all the ingredients together. The moisture in the coriander is going to help bring everything together, all the flavors together
Yes.
in this recipe. You don't want to paste. You're not trying to make peanut butter here. You're just making a coarse paste and
Is
bringing
that how you make peanut butter? Like crushing peanuts?
Yeah, if you take warm peanuts
Yes.
and crush them in a mortar and pestle or in a blender,
Yes.
then you get butter because you're getting the oil out from the
Right.
peanuts. And that's how you make all nut butters.
Oh, no, butters, yes.
Yeah. By crushing warm nuts. So if you've got larger shrimp, then bash them a little longer, but mine are quite tiny. And so mine is, see, almost done.
Yes, you can see the texture is like kind of a paste, which they don't stick to the surface of the mortar, and they are finely crushed and well mixed together. Really a great and maybe a bit tiring workout for the arms.
It's actually, I'm done. See, if it's a big mortar like mine,
Yeah,
it comes together pretty quickly and without any mess.
Yeah.
You see, it stays in there, which is great. I actually have a bigger one as well.
a bigger one.
A bigger one.
Wow.
Which is a proper salad mortar. Do you want to see it?
Yes, I
Okay.
do.
Let me see if I can find it.
Okay.
This is done. And you can get these wonderful things from the Thai supermarket.
Oh, wow.
So this is a proper salad mortar made out of wood.
Okay.
It's a giant.
It is.
Longer than a foot,
Yes.
taller than a foot. And you can get this one and this one at the Thai supermarket in Golden Mile,
Okay.
in Bugis.
Okay. Yes.
Yeah, and
yes.
it's a great investment if you do any amount of Asian salads at home.
Yes.
I actually make a lot of Asian salads, and I prefer making Asian salads over Western salads.
Okay. Yeah. So this is like your salad. Your mixing bowl. So this is.
And it's great for serving too. So you don't actually need a serving dish. You can, once you're done with your dressing, you can put your cucumbers in there and give it a toss, and you're
see.
done.
You see.
Yeah. Okay, so this is done. Okay, so this is done. If you're done with your dried ingredients, we're going to move on to adding our wet ingredients now, guys. All right. All right.
Yes.
So what you need now is your fish sauce. So grab your fish sauce. I have mine here. Okay. And I've got some lime here. This is just regular Malaysian lime because I couldn't find Thai lime. And you start by rolling your lime onto the countertop so it gets nice and juicy. Okay? So you're basically activating the juices in there. And you can do this with lemon as well.
Yes.
Okay?
Do you need another one?
Yeah, let's try one. Yep, do that one too. That's fine. We actually just need one, but I got another one just in case this is not juicy enough, which is often the case with Malaysian lime. Okay? So slice your lime. And we're going to get all the juice in there. See? Now a Thai lime would be much juicier. This barely has any juice in it. It's kind of sad.
Wow, which is good that we have a spare one.
Yeah, so you need about a couple of tablespoons of lime. It's one. And I have to work extra hard to get the juice going.
Yes.
See in here?
I feel like it's interesting because lime doesn't have so many seeds, like compared to lemon.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, it depends. They do have small pips, but these are seedless ones that I bought. So you can get both in the market. You can get the seedless ones and you can get the ones with seeds. Okay, so I'm going to add a bit more from that third one, from the second one. Just cut the side off right there. Okay. So you need about 2 tablespoons of lime juice in there. Once you're done, you're going to put the fish sauce in. So you need about 2 tablespoons of fish sauce as well. All right? Great. Go. So you've got to be a bit careful with fish sauce because it can be very salty depending on the brand.
Okay.
So don't overdo it.
One.
Right. Don't overdo it. Don't do overflowing tablespoons of fish sauce, all right?
2, yes.
Okay. If it's not salty enough for you, you can always add more later on.
Right.
But don't overdo it in the beginning. Now all you do, you just bring it together by twirling the mortar right there. Okay. Okay, and that is going to be your sauce, your dressing. All right. You can do a taste test at this point if you want. Essentially, there's no oil in here, as you can see.
Yes, actually only from the peanuts.
Yeah. So there's no oil in there, additional oil in there. It's just a very watery, dry, herby, peanutty kind of dressing.
I see some like recipes calls for sesame oil, but I think this maybe
Thais don't use sesame oil.
Use sesame oil.
No, it's more Chinese that use sesame oil. Okay, so I'm going to set this aside. I'll take it out in a bowl.
Okay.
Because if I put this in my refrigerator, the shelf might actually break.
Oh, good point. Yeah, we don't want that.
Okay, so we're going to scoop it out.
Yes. And we're going to set the dressing in the fridge as well.
Actually, we can leave the dressing out.
Okay.
Yeah, we can just leave it outside. We don't have to put it in the fridge. The cucumber's sitting in the fridge.
Okay.
Yeah. And it's a very thick, pasty dressing. And it's very yummy. You can actually use this as a sauce as well, as a dipping sauce for Vietnamese summer rolls. And it's delicious.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
All right, so that's good. And if you want, you can do a taste test for me, Chin Yang.
Yes,
by licking the spoon. Here.
Okay, yay. My task.
All right, I'm going to set this aside because I don't need it anymore. There she is, licking the spoon.
It's really good.
Okay.
Oh, wow. The flavors. So the fish sauce is just nice as well.
Not too salty, yeah?
Not too salty. And I think it's good that we added the lime. The acidity is, really brings
it balances it out.
Balance it,
Okay, so we're going to set this aside just on the outside. I don't have to put it in the fridge. All right. That's out of the way. So our salad is actually already done.
Yeah,
Yay.
so simple.
Yeah, so easy. And you got to keep a couple of tablespoons of your peanuts for dressing later, for garnish later on.
Okay.
Okay, so we'll set this aside. We don't need this anymore. All right, and we'll bring the rest of our ingredients over now. So we need this now.
Yeah.
We can leave this here.
Okay.
We'll need the ingredients for our next recipe,
Ta-da!
which is our lamb recipe. Okay, lots of prep work to do here. All right.
It's quite heavy.
I want to know if everyone is on task. So give us a thumbs up if you are on task. And if you need a bit more time, you need to let us know so we can, do something else in the meantime. Maybe just chatter away.
Okay, I see thumbs up from Tanaz. So you have a helper there? Little helper?
Yes.
Suzanne as well.
Okay.
Say hi. Yay. Great. Okay. Bien says thumbs up as well. Holly
Okay.
as well.
Okay. The rest of the people we can't see. They're too shy.
Yes.
Okay.
Oops. Okay.
All right, then let's move on and make our dipping sauce, not our dipping sauce, our stir fry sauce for the next recipe, which is our lamb recipe. And we also need to prep. Okay, there's lots of prep here. Okay, you will essentially need the same ingredients that we had earlier, very similar. So you need your fish sauce for the sauce.
That's great.
You need some sugar. This is again palm sugar, which we're going to shave in a minute.
Yeah, it's nice that we buy the ingredients and can use it for more than one dish. So.
And then I've got some dark soy sauce.
Yes,
now
for the
this is for color. Lamb does have a nice reddish color.
Yes.
But if you were to do this recipe with pork, for instance, or with chicken, which you can, by the way, but use chicken thighs and not chicken breast because chicken breast can get really dry. It's a good idea to use just a teaspoon of dark soy sauce to just, brighten it up a little. Okay.
Very cool.
All right. So we've got that. That's going to be for our sauce. And I've got a lime as well, a sad lime as well, which is going to go into our sauce. All right. So I'll set these aside for a minute and we will start by chopping our ingredients first. Okay. I've got about a cup of shallots. Now, you should all have about a cup of shallots there. And what I've done is I've soaked them in water. That just helps peel them more easily. Okay.
I'd love to help.
Okay. So here we go. Here's a paring knife. We're going to do it together.
Yes.
Okay. All right. So this is what we're going to do. We're going to start with the shallots by peeling them. Okay. So grab that paring knife and then basically get rid of the crown first using the paring knife. And then let your knife guide you to peel the rest of it. Okay. All right, that's done. And once you're done, just place it here and I can start chopping it later on.
Okay, Payal, do you mind doing it again?
Yes. So you're using your paring knife to get the crown off and then let your knife help you to peel the rest.
Okay.
All right.
Yes.
Okay, so we just keep doing this for now.
Okay.
All right, easy peasy.
Yes. Just take that, grab the knife.
And if you've already done this, awesome. You can just watch us do it then.
Yes.
And while we're doing this, I just want to mention that these recipes, the 2 recipes that we're doing today, are already on my website on communekitchen.com with a lot of other resources. I've been putting recipes left, right, and center on the website.
Wow.
So people, a lot of people during circuit breaker realized that, they can cook at home and it's actually not that hard to cook at home.
Yes.
And there's one thing I always tell people, when you do cook at home, you can actually eat anything and everything.
Yes.
And as much as you like, or maybe not as much as you like, but...
Well, actually, I think there was this Netflix documentary about, I think it's called Cook. And there's like 4 episodes talking about food history, like fire, water, air, and earth, how they make. And it's so interesting. They started the documentary by saying you can literally eat anything you want if you can make all from scratch.
Yeah.
Yeah,
that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, so you can. And obviously during CB, I think, we were cooking so much. Now, obviously, we don't cook as often. I think, we go back to work and etc. But really, nice to cook something different, new over the weekend, or like today, what we are doing in less than 1 hour's time, we're gonna try 2 new dishes at home. So really recommend to go to the website, check out the recipes, and bookmark those you like. And Payal, you do classes, right? Both on weekdays and weekends.
Yes, so we do classes on Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Saturdays at Commune Kitchen in Downtown Gallery, and they're all hands-on classes.
Yes,
and we try to do recipes, that have been passed down to us by our grannies. So recipes that should stick around, but they haven't been sticking around because people don't have the time anymore.
Yeah, absolutely.
So you've got to come. I know you guys love these lessons that we've been doing online, but do come by and attend a class or two with us at Commune Kitchen, because we need that to sustain. We really do, especially on weekdays. Yeah, so come by. We do Thai, we do Middle Eastern.
How big
Indian.
is each class?
On weekdays, we have about 8 people per class. On weekends, it's between 12 to 14.
12 to 14.
But then we work in small groups of 3 to 4 people per station. We've got 6 stations, which can actually accommodate 24 people.
Okay.
But I don't take more than 14, even on weekends.
Yes.
Because, they need your attention.
Yeah.
They really do.
Yeah.
Okay. So I've got my shallots done right here. And we're going to start slicing them thinly. So that's all I need to do. Just slice them thinly.
Yeah. I could feel like my eyes start to, feel that the shallots are
here.
Yeah, here. Yes, exactly.
I can't feel a thing. I'm immune to onions and shallots now. Yeah. So as we were saying, it's good that you have started cooking at home, and you should continue that tradition. It's just a matter of being a little bit more organized.
Yes.
Okay. If you go to the wet market once or twice a week, you are able to pick up what is in season.
Yes.
Okay. And you can plan your menu according to that, rather than, planning your menu as per a recipe.
Yeah.
I mean, you can do that with our website, because most of the ingredients that I have on the website are what you get in the wet market.
Very fresh ingredients. Yeah.
Yeah. So you can easily find those. But other than that, if you're following Western recipes or on recipes, from different countries, it's hard.
Yeah. I mean, YoRipe, right? The app that we have is really about cooking something new and planning your meals much easier. So you can really browse the recipes by how you feel. If you want to do one pot meal, you want to do 30 minutes quick recipes, or using oven, microwave, appliances that you have. So to cut down like the time that you do over the weekdays, you can find those recipes easily. Or you want to go by like diet or cuisine, you can also find those recipes well organized for you, so you don't have to waste time to go around to find other over the website.
It's pretty awesome. I've seen it. And when you have a local resource like this, why not make use of it? And it's free. It's all free.
Yes.
Which is awesome. Okay.
We have a question here. Can we replace the shallots with red onion or spring onion? And how much will you need?
Okay, so you can replace it with red onion. Yes. Just remember to slice it very thinly. You need about one onion, maybe about 120, 130 grams of onion. Red onion would do. Okay. But shallots are sweeter than onions. Just remember that.
Yes.
Okay.
I
The
love
flavor is different.
too.
Yeah. The flavor is quite different. And especially since we're not going to be cooking them for very long, we're only cooking them for about 2 minutes in the pan. So
Do we need a
remember,
bowl?
if you're going to be doing this with onions, red onions, you need to cook them for slightly longer because they have a stronger flavor. Yeah. So let me just place this here. Done. Let's set this aside, and we'll move on to peeling our garlic and chopping our ginger now.
Okay. Anything I can do with the French?
Yes. So if you can, I've got string beans. I wanted green beans. But,
okay. I wonder what happened.
I have a husband. That's what happened.
I see.
Okay. Who's a man.
Thanks for the specification.
Yes. And that's what men do. Yeah. And you give them a photo and they still do this.
Okay.
Okay. So you snap the ends off and you get the string off if you can. All right.
So let's see. Yes.
Yeah. Okay. And that's all you have to do. And once you're done, you can just place them here.
Right.
And in the meantime, I shall get started with the garlic. Okay. I've got about 5 cloves of garlic, which I'm going to start peeling. So press it down with the flat end of your knife. All of them. And it is super easy to peel them once you do that. Okay.
This is quite therapeutical, actually. I enjoy doing it.
Okay, then you can come and live with me because I don't think it's therapeutic.
Okay. I'll drop by, especially around dinner time.
Haha. All right, here we go. Okay, you know when chefs first start working in restaurants,
Yeah.
this is the job they get.
Oh,
And so,
so I'm in training. I can see
yeah,
that.
so most of them, once they're done with this part, they never want to do it again.
Yes.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's no longer therapy because they do
Done
like
so
hundreds.
much, yes, I guess.
They've done like hundreds of thousands of beans.
Yes. And even peeling potatoes, right? It's also
Yeah.
another training.
Peeling potatoes,
Yeah.
peeling onions. The worst is deshelling crab.
Oh, wow. Okay. Yes. We haven't done a crab dish yet.
Should we do chili crab sometime?
I'm up for the challenge. How
Okay.
about you all? Chili crab?
Yeah, okay. Well, it's a difficult one. It's not really difficult. It's just time consuming.
I'm consuming. Yeah.
Okay, so we're going to start by chopping the garlic.
So leave a comment if you want to learn chili crab. Okay.
It's an awesome dish, by the way.
I want to make the mantou that goes with it.
Mantos are very easy to make.
Very easy
Yeah,
compared to deshelling the crab, I imagine.
yeah. Deshelling the crab is also not hard to do.
Mm-hmm.
Just takes time and it's messy. It's a messy process. But once you've made your own chili crab at home, you're never going to eat out. I haven't had chili crab outside of home in 2.5 years now.
Wow.
Okay, my garlic is ready. I'm going to start by peeling my ginger. And we have mentioned this like a million times already. The easiest way to peel ginger is by,
Spoon.
yes, using a
Teaspoons.
spoon.
Yes, I do that at home as well
Okay,
nowadays. So.
all right. Do you want to do that for me and show
Sure.
people?
Yes,
okay.
yes.
All right, then.
Ta-da!
Here.
The ginger. So here, yes. Just gently, just scrape the surface, and the skin will come out quite easily.
So like this. Can I show you
Yes.
quickly? All right. So hold it between your fingers
Yes.
like this, and then let your thumb guide you there, right
Yes.
there. Okay. All right.
So this is the difference when you come to hands-on classes. Yes, this is the level of attention and learning you get.
Done.
And yeah, I learned from watching. But
Okay.
ta-da! Look at this.
Okay. So we're gonna start by chopping this. I'll chop it very quickly.
Yes, chop.
All right.
Very quickly. Yeah.
Okay. So slice first, and then basically up and down, rocking motion, and finish chopping your ginger as fine as you can.
Mm-hmm.
And if you want to slice it very thinly for this recipe, you totally can.
Okay.
If you want to grate it on a microplane or a grater,
Yes, actually grating will be great because then it goes very well later with the meat. It's like super fine.
yeah. So grating is great if you've got young ginger, but if you've got old ginger, you've got all those stringy
much
bits.
fiber, yeah.
yeah,
Good to know. Today's the ginger we have here is pretty young.
yeah. This is young ginger.
Yeah.
It's young like me.
Yay. Like me too.
Okay, here we go.
Yes.
Ginger done.
Yes.
How many chilies would you like?
Okay, I see two. Well, I'll say two because we have 500 grams of lamb.
Meat. Yeah, and
Reasonable.
so meat is very good at absorbing heat. Right. I added only one chili to the salad earlier because we are not cooking the chili in there. And so all that capsaicin stays in there, which is responsible for heat. But here we're going to cook the chili so it won't be as hot.
Okay.
Okay. So the oils kind of, they get some heat in there and they kind of mild down with the meat as well. Okay. So I've got
So
two
two.
chilies and I will not touch the seeds.
Yes.
And you can either chop them fine, like I am, or you can just leave them as they are right now. Okay. I prefer to chop them slightly finer because I don't like biting into them. I like the flavor of chili, but I do not like to bite into it because then you can feel it on your tongue. Okay, so that's good. Finely chopped. Okay, what else have we got here? I'm just going to keep the ginger,
We have
garlic,
some
and chili
leaves here.
together. Okay. Can you tell
Oh.
what it is?
Happy?
Yes, it's kaffir lime.
Yay, kaffir lime.
Kaffir lime leaf. Okay, so the recipe asks for 2 leaves, but I've taken 4, as you can see.
Yes.
That's because kaffir lime leaves, they grow in pairs like this.
Oh.
Okay, so if a recipe
cute.
asks you for 2, you actually take 4.
Okay.
Okay, and this is how you use them in this recipe. You fold it over and then you pull the midrib out.
Okay. Let me try that.
Yep. So do that for all 4 of them. Okay.
Ah, dude, I learned something new.
Okay, and we are going to fold these like a cigar. So take all your leaves together.
Yes.
And then stack them up. And then from the very edge, you're going to roll it up like a cigar. Okay, or a joint.
Ooh.
Okay. Right there. Okay, and then you slice it up very thinly.
Oh, okay. So this is
Okay.
how we slice the leaves.
Okay, so you can chop them further, but this is enough.
Very
This is
nice.
actually enough
Yes.
because I don't want to get the flavor into the board. I want the flavor in my food.
Yes,
So I'll
exactly.
stop
So not too fine. You want to
Yeah.
keep the flavors.
Yeah, but still slice them pretty thinly. And these can be used as a garnish as well in dishes. You know, if you ever want to garnish something
Oh.
with slivered
Like-
kaffir lime,
Okay.
You
Like
can-
what type of dishes?
like
would you
rendang.
do?
I often
Rendang.
put this on top of
Great
rendang. It looks
idea.
pretty, and it imparts more flavor as well. Okay,
Awesome.
so that's done. We've got some beans here. You need about 15 to 20 beans, depending on the size. Mine are quite big, so I'll take about 15.
Okay.
And then you cut them up
Yes,
into
I love beans served like this. I think it tastes so different.
so half a centimeter pieces.
Yes.
Okay, 5 millimeters, not too large. All right, because again, you're going to cook them very gently for about 2 minutes only,
Okay.
and so you don't want to have them too large, or they're not going to cook.
Mm.
Okay, just going to place them here, and I'll continue to chop a few more. And I also have, as you can see, some lemongrass.
Yes.
Okay, and we will get to that in a moment. So some more of the beans.
I might use-
So again,
I wish I can eat it like a carrot.
you know what? Actually, when they are just picked, beans
Yes.
can be very sweet.
Ooh.
When you just pick them off a tree
Yeah.
in a farm, they're actually edible at that time. They're so sweet. But as they sit on a supermarket shelf or in your wet market, they lose that
Transport.
sweetness.
To get here.
Okay. In Thailand, they actually eat beans with spicy food.
Okay.
So they always serve these or string beans with their salads
Yeah.
on the side. Have you
Yes.
noticed?
Yes. I have, and I always thought it's like such a good balance when it's very spicy.
Yeah, because it cleanses your palate. Okay, that's done. So beans done, ready to go. And we've got some lemongrass, and I will show you how to use this. So with lemongrass, you get rid of the bottom root end. Okay,
You crack it.
so I'm just going to get rid of that. I don't need this. And then I'm going to get rid of the top half as well.
Yes.
Okay,
We use the bottom half.
we just
Yes.
use the bottom half, and I'm going to remove the leaf on the outside. Okay, and basically just use this. And to
Yes.
use this, you either use the back of your knife and release the flavor by doing this, or you can use a pestle. So we had our pestle right here, right? We can just use this. So, and this kind of
Ooh.
releases the flavor. So this is what you need right now. Smell that?
Oh, wow.
Okay, so this is Malay. This is Malaysian, but in my opinion, Thai lemongrass smells and tastes so much stronger and nicer. Okay, so if you can get your hands on Thai lemongrass, do that in the future. All right, so we've got shallots ready. We've got pretty much everything ready. Last thing, we've got our basil. Okay,
Yes.
and all you have to do, I've already washed it.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, all you have to do now is help me pick the leaves.
Okay.
And put them on the side here.
I'll
Okay.
do that.
And we can remove it out of the water now. It's fine. I left it in the water to keep it fresh because it's
Smells really good.
Thai basil and it kind of wilts very easily, very
Mm.
quickly. So you've got to keep it nice and fresh, and keeping it in water helps that, especially in Singapore weather. And you could put it away in the fridge as well. So if you leave it in a jar of water
Mm-hmm.
and then cover it very lightly with a sheet of plastic or a
Mhm.
plastic bag, it stays fresh for a few days in the fridge, like as good as new. Okay. I can smell it when I'm picking it. It's beautiful, the smell. And it
Yes.
changes a dish completely.
Keeping them in the water is really good because I didn't do that like last time when I used basil. It doesn't smell this fresh.
Okay. And if you want, you can plant it. Basil grows beautifully in Singapore. It loves the heat here.
Mm-hmm.
And if you just cut off the bottom end right here,
Yes.
snip it off using a pair of scissors and plant it, these cuttings grow into basil, into more fresh basil. Okay, so that's done.
Okay.
Finally, the sauce.
Yes.
All right, so I'm just going to get rid of this and we are going to move on to making the sauce now. To make my sauce, I'm going to grab a bowl. Sorry. Okay, so we've got a bowl right here.
I'm gonna make the sauce for the meat now, for the lamb.
Yes, so leaves ready, everything ready. I've got lime again.
Yes.
Okay,
Do you
want to roll that?
Yep.
And then I've got this one left from the previous recipe, which is kind of a pain also.
More
you need,
juice.
You need
Let's
juice.
get the juice out.
You need the juice of 1 lime. But I'm doing 1.5 because these are hopeless.
Wow. Yes.
Okay. All right, here we go. Get the juice of 1 lime out and then get ready with your fish sauce and your soy sauce and your palm sugar. Now, I like a little bit of sweetness in this recipe,
Mm-hmm.
so I add a heaping tablespoon of palm sugar in this recipe.
Okay.
Okay?
We can adjust, of course, the
Yeah.
sweetness, the level we want.
Yeah, and it has to be a balance of sweet, sour, spicy, and
Sweet.
salty.
Wow. Sweet, spicy, sour, and salty.
So the sourness comes from the lime, the sweetness comes from the sugar, the palm
Yes.
sugar, the saltiness comes from the fish sauce, of course, yeah. And the spiciness, the heat comes from the chili that we got, the chili padi that we got.
Sounds so
Okay.
good.
By the way,
Can't wait
chili
to
padi,
Make it and try.
so chili padi is exactly the same as your bird's eye chili, by the way. Thai bird's eye chili, the native ones are slightly smaller,
Mm-hmm.
but essentially they're the same thing.
Okay. How do we open this?
Okay. There we go. All right, so I need about a heaping tablespoon of my shaved palm sugar. Right, let's check. A bit more, maybe. Just a tiny bit more. This is not a heaping tablespoon yet.
Yep. We want a bit more for.
But if you want to keep it less, that works too. Thai food is all about adjusting your dishes to suit your own palate.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, which is why you can add as little or as much as you like. Okay, my sugar is in there already. I'm going to move on and add my fish sauce now. Now, depending on the saltiness of my fish sauce or your fish sauce, you need to adjust it later on. So I'm going to start with 2 tablespoons first, like I did with the other recipe.
Yes.
But it wasn't a lot of cucumber. However, it is a lot of lamb and it is a lot of vegetables here. So I'll add 2 tablespoons first.
Yeah.
And then later on, once we're done frying the meat, we're going to do a taste test and see if we need to add
Sounds
more.
good. So we don't need salt, right? Because fish sauce is enough and very flavorful.
Yep. It's basically just anchovies, fermented anchovies and salt. So you don't need any additional salt in this recipe. You have dark soy sauce here. I'm going to grab a teaspoon. I don't need a lot.
Yes.
Because dark soy sauce is very dark. Okay.
Dark soy sauce, it's very dark.
It is. It is very dark there. Like me. Here.
And the light soy sauce version.
Here we go. Just about a teaspoon. I've got my sauce all ready.
Yeah, I'm going to show you here.
Okay.
Yeah, it is very dark because just a tiny teaspoon and look at the whole color.
Yeah, and shall we start cooking then?
Yeah.
All right, so if everyone's done prepping, you need to give me a thumbs up so we can get started with the actual cooking process, people. Let's have a look. Show me your faces.
We're scrolling through the screens. Oh, we see some. We see
Okay.
Holly.
All right, good.
CBN. Hi, Reese. Hi, Tanas.
Okay.
Yay.
Okay, lots of thumbs up.
Lots of thumbs up. Okay, I think we're ready.
Okay, super. Okay, so you're going to get ready with your handy dandy wok. If you've got one of these, get it. If you haven't got it, go to Chinatown now and buy one.
After the class.
Okay, so get ready with your wok on medium flame. And get some oil going. You can get coconut oil for this recipe.
Yes.
Works beautifully. Or if you want to use any other vegetable oil, you can. I'm going to be using coconut oil today.
Yes.
All right. Do we need more light?
It's good.
Good. Okay. All right. And also grab your ingredients. So you're going to start
flame,
with.
you need a bit of time to, heat your wok. So
Okay. Once your wok is hot, you're going to start with coconut oil first and get a nice long mixing spoon or a spatula as well. Okay.
Yes.
And there's an ant on it.
Hello,
Awesome.
and no extra protein today.
More protein. Yay.
So I think this recipe, if you want to go like non-meat or less meat, could you use maybe like there's some like Beyond Meat, Omni Meat.
Yes. So you can actually use Omni meat in this recipe.
Yes.
It works beautifully. I would reduce the amount of the Omni meat though. If you want to use plant-based mince, use less mince, add more vegetables. You can use carrots in it. Carrots work beautifully. Maybe even water chestnuts,
Yes.
sliced up bamboo shoots, sliced up.
Great
as
idea.
well. Shiitake mushrooms. So dried shiitake mushrooms, if you've soaked them overnight, get rid of the stalks, slice them thinly, and they add a lot of umami to the dish that's missing because there's no meat in the dish. Okay.
I see.
So here we go. Take about a couple of tablespoons of oil.
Ooh, you can see the smoke.
Smoke straight away.
It is very hot, so the
Okay.
wok is definitely ready.
I'm going to reduce the heat slightly so I don't burn my house down.
Yes. So
And we're going to add the garlic and the ginger and the
garlic
chili.
and ginger and chili all at the same time.
Okay. And
Ooh.
the lemongrass as well.
Okay.
Okay, you're going to start coughing now or sneezing. Don't blame me. It's the chili. Okay. Leave the kaffir lime out. You're not adding the kaffir lime yet.
This is the moment when your neighbor knows that, yes, someone is cooking and they are so jealous.
Yeah, my neighbor knows me.
And that's how I feel every time I smell something so amazing and it's like, it's not from my kitchen.
Okay, so back to high. The heat back to medium to high.
Back to medium high.
So garlic, ginger, chili, lemongrass in. Meat in. All of it.
Time to put in the meat.
And the heat is on medium to high now. And now all you're doing is basically just bringing it all together. And you keep mincing the meat as well. Get the flavors going.
It's kind of a dry stir fry. Get the meat.
Okay, you're doing this quickly because you don't want your meat to go all lumpy. Yeah? Or watery even, yeah?
I can see Prit pouring something into her bowl. I don't know what it's that.
Probably more cereal. We have people eating cereal while watching this show. How amazing.
Obviously, in a different time zone. Yeah. While we are preparing dinner.
Okay, so my meat is not browning quickly enough, which means I need to increase the heat slightly, okay? Just increase your heat slightly if that's happening with you as well. Now the meat doesn't take more than 4 or 5 minutes. See, it's turning brown pretty quickly. And as soon as there's no pink in there, we're going to start adding our other ingredients. All right?
Yeah.
And if it starts to get watery, if your meat is starting to get watery at this point, increase the heat. Okay? You don't want it to go all watery.
Yeah, ours looks beautiful.
Okay, so it's no longer pink.
Yeah.
All right, and that's what you're looking for. It's been about 4 minutes.
Yes.
Yeah. And I am going to start adding my other ingredients now. So I have my kaffir lime leaves right here. They go in. Stir. You're going to bring your sauce over now.
Yes, I'm gonna take, yeah.
Okay, we've got our sauce right here. And again, like I said earlier, we're going to be doing a taste test in a few minutes to see if we need more fish sauce in this recipe.
Yes.
Because fish sauce, depending on the brand, it can be less salty or more salty. Okay?
Okay, I'm gonna do a test. I'm using now landscape. Is it better? Okay, cool.
Okay, so stir, stir, stir. Your sauce will start to get sticky in a couple of minutes. Because it's got sugar in it.
It smells really good.
And the sugar is going to start to caramelize.
Let's see.
Okay. And I'm going to bring over my other ingredients while this is getting thicker. Okay. I have my shallots. I have my beans ready right here. Okay, once your sauce starts to get a little thick, I hope everyone is on task.
Yes, I see lots of stir frying action happening.
Okay, so once your sauce starts to thicken a little bit, mine has started to thicken a little bit already, and it's boiling away, it's simmering away. At this point, when it's simmering away, you're going to add your shallots or onions, whatever you've got. You're going to add your vegetables.
Yes.
In my case, my beans. All of those go in. And we're going to stir fry this for another 2 to 3 minutes until our shallots soften a little bit and our beans soften a little bit. You still want your beans to be crunchy when you eat them. Okay, and if your sauce is disappearing at this point, just reduce the heat slightly. Okay, mine, I still have a bit more sauce in there. That's okay. So I'll just continue to stir fry this, spread it out, let the heat build up a little bit, and let my vegetables cook a little. In the meantime, I'm going to grab a spoon and I'm going to do a quick taste test to check for salt and for everything else. Okay. Wait a bit more.
How does it taste?
Now, I think it could do with a little more salt.
Okay.
Okay. So, and I could do with a little more chili as well. But you know what? I'll have mercy on you.
Yay.
And leave the chili out. And then I'll put some raw chili on top of mine.
Ooh.
Okay, so just a drizzle of fish sauce in mine.
Yes. So test the taste now. If you find it a bit light on the saltiness, feel free to add some fish sauce.
And if you want some more lime, you totally can. Okay, depending on, again, the sourness of your lime, you can add a bit more. Okay, or you can even serve lime on the side.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's always a good idea. This is done. Okay? Done. See?
All cooked. The sauce has disappeared, fully absorbed by the meat and vegetables. Switch off the flame and add in the sweet basil.
Yeah, the basil always towards the end.
Yes.
Okay, because you don't want... Basil is very delicate.
Yes.
And it loses its essence very quickly. So it's important that you always turn the heat off first and just bring it all together. Okay?
And I will even speaking softer because the basil is so delicate.
Okay, that's done. All good, ready to serve. All right, we're going to finish this off now.
Yes.
All right, so I'm going to grab another frying pan now, a non-stick frying pan to fry my eggs.
Yes.
All right. Okay, so this is done. I'm just going to set this aside. And if you want to cover it up to keep it warm, you totally can. All right, grab a lid, cover it up. And if you're on task, give me a thumbs up so I can move on to the plating now. It is now 7:03. We are on time.
Yes.
Okay.
I still see some stir fry action, so maybe we give it a 2 minutes, few more minutes for
Sure.
everyone to
Finish what they're doing.
Yes. How about the cucumber salad?
The cucumber salad, we don't have to do anything. We just take it out, mix the two together, and eat on the dining table.
Okay.
Okay, so we don't have to do anything with that at all. That is all ready to go.
Very
We've done
nice.
the dressing. We've chopped up the cucumbers. Now we're just waiting to plate.
Yes. So for those of you watching, feel free now to ask Payal any questions while we are here.
Non-stick frying pan. Nobody has questions, huh? Wow, so clever.
I think we are so clear that everyone is following.
Okay, how many people do we have today?
Yeah, I was trying to see it, and 29.
So you know what? I think we need to start charging people. I said this last time. So they actually come because we had close to 100 people commit this time, and if only 29 are joining, what we can do is start charging a small administrative fee and make sure they come. All right.
And also, Payal is too kind, but she's really doing this for free, and we too. So our time and ingredients, and we have to cover some of the cost. So yeah, we will start charging from next week onwards. You know, what we really hope is that you continue to support us, obviously, by joining us on the class and also sharing with your friends. That, you know, will make us so happy and really support Payal and the Community Kitchen to make this sustainable.
Yeah, we really need to make this more sustainable. So it won't be a big amount. It'll just be a small fee. And I hope you still join.
Yes.
All right. So we've got our pan right here. If everyone's done, then we can start doing this. We can start frying our eggs and start plating.
Yes.
Yes, can
Yes, I think we can.
Okay. All right. So grab some oil. All right. Get your pan going on medium flame, on low to medium flame. Once it's nice and hot, crack an egg into a bowl first. And this is just to ensure you have a good, clean egg and not a bad one, which can be the case here in Singapore. You're going to start with a couple of tablespoons of oil. And again, try to use a non-stick pan. If you're using a cast iron pan, make sure it is a good, well-seasoned cast iron pan so your egg doesn't stick.
Yeah. So add your oil now.
Okay, and once it's nice and hot, I'm going to place the egg into my pan, and then I'm going to go grab a plate so I can start plating. Okay?
Yes. So egg.
Okay, so I'm going to do one first. All right. That's bubbling away, and while that's bubbling away and cooking, I'm going to go grab a plate. Okay?
Sounds great. We're going to start plating. Who's hungry? Prick two.
Okay. All right. Can we move over here?
Yes.
So I'll just let this sit, and I'll
Yes.
reduce the heat so it can continue to cook.
Yep.
All right. I've just reduced the heat, and if you come over here with me,
Yes.
Shinye,
Let's go.
we will finish plating our rice first, and then our meat. Let me grab a small bowl. I need a small bowl for my...
Let's check out the rice, shall we? Ooh.
Okay, my jasmine rice is done. Gonna take some of the rice into my small bowl that I have here. Okay, fill it to the brim. All right, and basically just invert it. All right, so that's done. Okay, and we are going
2
to
seconds.
2 seconds, yes. Over here now, the egg is done
Yes.
right there. And we are going to turn this off, take the egg out, and place it on top of the rice.
Sunny side up.
Sunny side up. And if you want to add some salt to your egg, season it a little bit, you can. Okay. And I will do that. Some good sea salt.
Just a pinch, yes.
Just a pinch of salt.
Some
If you want to add
flakes.
pepper, you can. Or if you want to add red chili flakes, you can make it more spicy. I'm going to add a tiny bit of the lamb onto the side with lots of basil. Okay.
Ooh, look at this.
And we're going to add some of the cucumber salad in the tiny plate that I have on the side. Now for the cucumber salad, you need to get it out of the fridge now. Okay. And since we're going to be eating now, I'm just going to pour all my dressing on there. See, the dressing is nice and thick. It's like peanut butter, literally.
Yes.
Okay.
And we want to give it a good mix.
Yep. Give it a good mix.
Yeah, the amount of the dressing for cucumber is perfect. Like,
Yep. And
it was nice, well coated.
it's nice and thick. And,
Yes.
you know, if we had left it, you know, mixed, if you had mixed
Yeah,
it earlier,
you-
this would
that'd
be
be
a
too
mess.
watery, yes.
Yeah, this would be a watery mess right now. But right now, it's perfect.
Yes.
Okay, that's my peanut dressing. And we can put some in here. To go with your
This is so much better than eating in a restaurant.
here we go.
You get restaurant quality style food, but at home.
Okay, and this is so easy to do. This is one of the dishes I
Very
actually
easy.
always order at lunchtime if I'm out.
Yes.
And if I'm eating at a Thai
Okay.
restaurant, I would order this.
Okay.
Yeah. And finally, we've got some peanuts right there. Some peanuts right here. Okay. And we are good to go.
Yay.
Who wants to give it a try?
Me.
Okay, then.
I mean, I waited 2 seconds because I'm a bit shy, but
Okay. All right.
clearly I love to try. So I'm going to switch back to back camera.
Okay, then. Here you go.
Yes. Okay. Thank you. Okay, I'm going to start with the salad.
I'm not going to try it because, of course, I'm going to say it's really good. So, because I made it. Spicy?
No,
Huh?
not spicy, but very good.
Okay,
Yeah.
cool.
Okay, I'm going to take one more.
Because you couldn't tell the first time around.
And just want to eat more. It's really good.
Okay. Try some of the rice and the lamb. My mouth is watering right now. I'm drooling. I want to eat that right now.
So guys, this is like my plate.
It's way past my dinner time.
Mm. Wow. So good.
Yeah.
I think it's good that you added the sugar, so it has the sweet flavor.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, I agree that like if you like it spicy, you can be a bit more. But the basils, the beans, yeah, the sauce is delicious.
Awesome. All right.
So good. So how's everyone
Okay, let's have a look at
let's have
how
a look.
everyone's doing.
now? So we can see here.
If everyone's done cooking, give us a thumbs up and let us know so we can move on with our lives and eat dinner.
Oh, I can see Valerie is mixing the cucumber salad. Tinkies, yay! Thumbs up. It's getting dark in everyone's apartment. We can tell from the light. How's Suzanne? Good?
Can I see your plates, guys? Can I see what you
Feel
made?
free to unmute.
Unmute and show me what you made so we can...
We see rice from Suzanne.
Let's see what you've got and tell us how it tastes. So take a bite and tell us how it tastes. And if it's not nice, then it's not my problem. You did something
Suzanne,
wrong.
yes, we see you. Wow, the presentation exactly like ours, like a mirror image. Wow, Suzanne, really well done.
Good job.
Good job.
I see Preet eating something. What are you eating, Preet?
Broccoli.
Okay, broccoli is good. They are busy. People are really busy. They're still cooking.
You're finishing. Ooh.
Fire. Not our apartment, though. Okay, people, you need to show us your faces. It's okay if you're not cooking. We just want to see what you look like.
Want to say hi to us?
Yeah, just come around, unmute yourself and show us your face and say a friendly hello. Irene Tan, I know you're there.
Hello. Thank you very much.
I love this dish.
Irene's going to get mad at me because I keep picking on her. All right. Well, thank you guys for joining us today.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I hope you enjoy your meal.
Very much.
Yay.
Thanks
Yeah.
so much.
And do remember to join us next month. Next month, I plan to bring you a Diwali special because we've got Diwali coming up in November. And it would be a good idea to, bring a meal together, put a meal together just before Diwali so you can enjoy that meal on Diwali with your family and friends, if you can.
Yes, exactly.
What do you think?
Give thumbs up.
Okay, thank you very
like
much.
that?
Thumbs up.
Yes.
Awesome.
Thank
So
you.
we're gonna do a Diwali meal, a complete Diwali meal next month, and I will see you then.
Yes.
Thank you.
And watch out for the newsletter coming from YoRipe on Friday. We are going to share some exciting classes with Payal, of course, and as a YoRipe user, you'll get a special discount code too to join the classes, especially during the weekdays, Tuesday and Thursday. Really great. You get more. It's less crowded, so you get more Payal's attention.
Okay.
So watch out for that. And in the meantime, enjoy your dinner.
Yeah, and remember to look out for the recipes. I will be sending out the recipes, the links for tonight's recipes on your email. So look out for those and bookmark those for future reference. See you guys. Bye.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.